Pixie, we just worked on your hip, and when I asked you what was going on with your hip, you were definitely aware that you know, pain and some dysfunction. But in working with your hip, were you aware of the differences in strength from left to right? So we did hip flexion, hip abduction, hip extension, tested all those strengths, and there was a big difference from right to left. Were you aware of that before that?
No, I wasn't. That was quite shocking, I guess, to say the least. That when you think that there's just, you know, something.
It just hurts. It's just not working right. Yeah. So that's definitely a point I want to get out there, because it's very common. People like, my hip hurts. A lot of people from there would say, oh, a common thought would be, oh, I had this discrepancy in strength. Let me go do all this strength training, and that's a mistake. So rather than go do a bunch of strength training, which again would probably take weeks, months, and years to get that difference, and actually you'd probably never get it if you didn't fix the nervous system and the neurology. So we found some exercises that were very effective and very quick in fixing the neurology, basically saying, okay, let your brain turn that back on. And so that worked, right? I mean, you felt it, you experienced it. So yeah, so we got some exercises that got your brain to turn that strength back on and then do the strength training. All right, cool.
All right. I am here with Pixie. We just spent an hour basically working on her left hip for the most part, which was giving her a little bit of pain and dysfunction. And so, Pixie, just in general, like letting everybody know what's possible. What in that hour, what did you experience?
I experienced a great deal of improvement in my left hip, and it's all from opposing
joints.
Yeah,
which is a neurology principle, a very effective neurology principle.
Right.
Yeah. So we did very little directly, and I won't say we didn't do anything, because we did go back and do some strength training on that hip. So to really get that hip functioning, we completely worked on your right shoulder, and we did some other stuff too. So some hip rotation and stuff like that. Yeah. So what else? What else would you say is possible?
I was amazed at how easy these movements are, and you can do them anywhere. It's and just using body weight. I mean, you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of fancy dancy stuff that you're never probably going to use, and it's quick and easy too. You don't have to spend a lot of time. You can do it and break it down into very easy segments.
Yeah, so one of these we were talking about is like, rather than say, hey, you got to do all these, hours of exercise, which again, could that be beneficial if you've done it right? Yeah, but yeah, we really broke it down and said, hey, you could do 30 seconds on this drill here, 30 seconds on this drill here. So you don't have an excuse. If you got 30 seconds anywhere, you can do one of these drills. Yeah, and so definitely seeing when you find the right drill, we saw an instant big improvement on many different ranges and strength on that hip. So awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.